So I really call it the transfer of competencies from that parent component to these children. And it's really no different than what we do in teaching our, quote, neurotypical kids or our other kids or the siblings, because think about when they're growing up, you're giving them chores. You push their bicycle down the street until they can do it themselves. You know, they start walking the dog before you let them go around the block by themselves. You start giving them little bits of money. Well, why don't we do that with our kids? Because all that little leash letting out is really formative, so that by the time they need to function as adults or maintain sufficiency on their own, they have the skills and they've had the practice. And so the big thing I really like to stress is it's a process that takes time. It's a process that has a different timeline for each individual, but it's really a transfer of these competencies in whatever form and fashion your child can handle, and what the parents continue to learn as they grow that these kiddos are going to need.
Yeah, and you discover that along the way. It's not like you can just say, well, this is A through Z of everything my child needs to learn, and this is how long it's going to take for each of those. And, you know, there may be some things that, yes, they're really good at. And I love you have a free social skills survey on your website. That is a great resource for parents to be able to kind of just have a list and say, okay, these are some things that are going to trigger ideas in my mind about, does my child need to work on this or not? Because some of it, I've found a lot of times that parents will compensate for their kids and not even realize they're doing it. And so surveys like that are really helpful to open our eyes to things we need to let go of too, or teach. Because when you get to that point where maybe they do move out of the house and, you know, they need to have these skills, you don't want to have a panic attack. Say, did I miss something? I did that.